We're here in Jerusalem at a conference about medicine and halacha, Jewish law. How and when do these two worlds meet?
Okay. We're here at the conference of the Machon Puah. It's the annual conference, usually attended in close to 2,000 men and women. This is really the pinnacle of all of the work of Machon Puah throughout the year. I think that in a very clear way, the medical side and the halachic side, not only do they not contradict each other, but in fact they complement each other. Definitely a couple want to know that everything is done according to the halachic guidelines with halachic supervision. And also we know how to utilize medicine in order to use it, able to do God's work, to be able to bring Jewish souls to the world.
What can you tell us from your experience of the connection with the rabbis, the religious authorities throughout your treatments?
I think this connection is extremely important because the couple are seeking for our medical advice, but also they are seeking for the advice of their leaders, of the rabbis. And it is very important that we and the rabbis will be connected together and will understand each other's abilities and view. And then we can give the couple the best advice that will fit all their need.
We have learned how to deal with the doctors. They've learned how to deal with us. We learned how to accept each other. And we've learned also how to work together, because really it's about creating relationships. The doctors understand that we're on the same side. We don't come at it. We're not doctors. We don't give medical advice per se, but we give medical direction. We'll be able to inform couples about new treatments, and we'll also be able to get them to relate to their doctor. So sometimes the doctor doesn't know how to speak to a religious couple. That's where we come in, and we really work together with the doctors, and the doctors see that. And when you do something that's really true and really genuine and really authentic, then that really is something that people appreciate, and people learn how essential we are in the lives of these couples.
Did you learn a few things in halacha throughout the years because of this?
Yes, of course. The Jewish halacha is very, very interesting in the way it deals with the reproduction. And the one major thing that I learned is, if you compare it to Christianity or to the Islam, the Jewish law or halacha is the most advanced and the most modern, I think, law and religious, and it gives really good solutions to problems. And that doesn't happen all the time with other religions.
And we also heard today that the state of Israel is unique and very supporting in this field of fertility treatments.
I want to tell you that when I travel around the world and speak at conferences and medical conferences in different countries, everybody is very jealous of the Israeli doctors, because we have seen here in Israel, due to the law that exists in Israel, due to the availability of fertility treatments, we've seen in Israel things that maybe a doctor elsewhere has never seen.
We have good treatment for a couple that suffer from infertility, and it's good that in Israel we have the opportunity to do treatments, and it's part of the health insurance, so couple are able to get as much treatment as they need in order to succeed. We
just heard just now a couple who have gone through 17 IVFs, 17 treatments, and are successful on the 17th. In the rest of the world, often because of the cost and because of the unavailability, a couple may lead to giving up and to have to resign themselves to not having children or to adopting. Here in Israel, they continue, and the availability of this treatment is really giving us incredible advances. And really, Israel is very much a central and an important part of the fertility community around the world.
Out of all the fields of medicine, you're in a field which has much goodness in it.
Yes, it's true. That's one of the reasons that I chose this treatment. Most of the day we're treating and we're facing healthy couples that have problems to get pregnant, but we have good success, and in the end of the day we see a lot of new children coming, so it's a lot of joy every day.
The challenges are, first of all, to know what's available. We try to attend conferences, medical conferences ourselves, try to keep up with the literature, to be in daily contact with experts around the world. It's also to be in contact with the Rabbanim, to know what is the latest psak, in order to sometimes tell the rabbis, this is what's available, this is what's being done. And in addition, to be able to bring it to couples, and be able to help couples overcome sometimes their stigma, their embarrassment, their shame, in order to be able to let them know what is available, maybe a treatment that they haven't yet heard about, and to be able to do that within a halachic framework, to explain to them that that is halachically permitted and halachically encouraged.
And this year, you have some new halachic rulings that you presented here today.
We're going to speak to this year. I think there's a lot about the periphery around IVF. So we just heard about questions about when it can and cannot be done, maybe dealing with couples who are doing fertility treatment, maybe not for fertility reasons. We're also going to speak about questions such as dealing with women who miscarried. What can be done with the burying and preparing and maybe doing testing.
We understand that there's something new, really, in terms of that.
So that is, we're going to hear from Rav Bakshi Doron that he will permit, for medical purposes, in order to find out the medical reason, in order to, even though we have to question about burying a dead body, he will permit, in order to find out medically what can be done, to do certain testing on the body itself.